What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be talking about another Power Rangers series that I feel that honestly was good, but it also had kind of ups and downs throughout the entirety of the series. But we're going to be talking about Power Rangers Wild Force. So overall, Power Rangers Wild Force for me, I think, was a decent series. The entirety of this show was where you have different members. You have a brand new Red Ranger who was by the name of Cole, who finds out that he's a ranger, and you have all these other characters that are designed to be, because you got like you got the lion, you got the eagle, you have the tiger, you got the shark, you got Iron Bison, and the Howling Wolf. All these ones that were guardians of this place called Marinoy. And then you have where after that occurred, you see where these ancient warriors had this ancient battle against these monsters called orgs. And what was really cool about Power Rangers Wild Force is that they had a lot of different, I would say, ones that made a little bit of a, I can't find the words here, guys. I'm sorry. A lot of crossovers. We had, Red Forever, which, all the Red Rangers was recruited by Tommy to go up against the Machine Army, and then of course the Time Force, which was, Time Force and Wild Force, combining efforts to go up against the Orgs and the other ones, which was really cool. So when we get to find out how Master Org, has a, past history with Cole, and how you get to see a lot of character progression, not only from Cole, from Taylor, who is the Yellow Ranger who wanted to be the leader. Same thing with, the one that became the Howling Wolf Ranger, and then, all of them, man. I mean, these characters really, again, Power Rangers Wild Force and Power Rangers in general is all about character progression. And I think that's the reason why I like Power Rangers so much, is that you could be one way and then you can just change yourself just in an instant, and I love how that is. And I think one of my favorite characters, even though Merrick was pretty much the same character, one of my favorite villains slash anti-heroes was probably Zanaku. I love the wolf, man. I love wolves in general. Zanaku was a badass. I love Zanaku. I think Zanaku was a badass character. I think he was an awesome villain that became, later became a hero. Merrick became, because of seeing how Merrick became a monster and then became, another protector again. And I like that. And I liked how we got to see, Wild Force team up with Time Force, and then how Cole met all these other Red Rangers, and how he learned that, hey, I'm not the only one. Yeah, I'm the newbie, but I'm not the only one. There's a big legacy of Rangers behind me that I can learn from. And I think that's the reason why, is because I also know they did have issues. I will say that. Anyone that thinks otherwise, unfortunately, that's not the truth. There is a lot of issues that Power Rangers Wild Force has. There was a lot of things that I would say that we found out that was going on. And again, when I was younger, I had all the toys and everything of that nature. So again, I was young. I love Power Rangers Wild Force. I thought it was cool with all the different Zords that, were different animals and they could change and all that kind of stuff. And they're trying to bring all the characters back right now with the Lightning Collection. So overall, I think Power Rangers Wild Force was a decent series. Probably not the best one in my opinion, but it was still a cool one. I would still probably watch it to this day. There are certain moments that I would say that still get me, that are still very powerful. Like for example, when they lose their powers and they start saying their full name, and that they're saying, I'm this, and my name is da 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 da, and I'm this, and they get their powers back. Or when Merrick becomes the Howling Wolf Ranger, and then when they finally realize who Master Org is, and then also one of the final battles, and then the crossover with the Time Force Rangers and Red Forever and all that stuff. I mean, it's awesome, man. I mean, again, that's what really Wild Force, I think, is known for more than anything else. And I think Wild Force has had that problem for so many years, that I know people do like Wild Force, and I do like Wild Force. It's probably not my favorite one, unfortunately. So that's just me. But overall, guys, what did you guys think of Power Rangers Wild Force? Was it a good one? Was it a bad series? Was it a good season? Overall, let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always consider about subscribing. Leave a big fat like on the video, and as always, I'll be seeing you guys on the next one.